Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to set myself a little challenge, and by setting up a different kind of setup to talk to students about COVID. So yeah, we're going to try it as a news story, but obviously this isn't the right attire. So yeah, bear with me while I get changed, and sorry for the brief break, but better. Let's get into the news. As you know, coronavirus has taken the nation by storm, so today we sat down with two students to discuss how it's been treating them. So, Emily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So we may not share the same uni, but we do share the fact that we're all students. So how are you finding it this year?
It's alright. I took a gap year because of COVID last year, but this year there's some in class, which is good compared to last year, so it's like half and half.
Yeah, well,
So it's not too bad.
last year was a bit of a shambles. Anyways, great, so I feel enjoying it. So, you play netball, don't you?
Yeah, go Troops.
Yeah. How are you finding that this year?
Yeah, it's good. We have training every Monday and Wednesday, and everyone's really nice, and it's nice to actually play in the buck seat.
Team been playing well this year?
Yeah, we're at the top of our league. We've won all our games so far.
Well, above the Met 7 teams, isn't you?
Oh, we're playing the Met on the 26th. Yeah, so we'll see.
See who's on top then. Have you found that COVID's affected netball so far, or have they done it in a way that...
No, it's actually been alright. So
Yeah.
we have, like, you book the slot for your training, and with the games you're only allowed like teams and umpires. People can come watch, but you open the doors and stuff, so it's not too bad.
Well, has it affected you with your studies at all? Because it's affected us at Met, so...
It's actually been alright. What?
COVID?
COVID. It has, in the sense of it's not in person. I think in person's a lot better, but obviously half is online and you don't get the experience.
Well, that's what students say, there's distractions in your room.
Yeah, exactly.
Has your studies, has netball affected your studies?
No, with regards to netball and alongside the studies, it's actually really good. So our training is in the evening on a Monday, and most students have Wednesdays off as it's classed as a sports day, so that's when we have our games.
Oh, well,
so it doesn't affect it at all.
Finally, because I'm sure you've got to get on with work yourself, has COVID made education out of yourself, like compared to college, because you took a gap year?
Yes, in the sense of, because it's online, like you said earlier, more distractions, harder to focus, and you don't get the lecturer-student relationship that you did with regards to college and everything.
Well, thank you ever so much for being here, coming on today, and enjoy the rest of the year.
No.
Thank you. Last one down, one to go. Next up is rugby player for the Birds, Jack Wiltshire, as we sit him down by here and we see how he's getting on. Jack, welcome. Christmas holidays is over, so how are you finding being back in Cardiff?
Yeah, loving it, mate. Very, very happy to be back. It's been a bit strange coming back with all the new COVID rules coming back from England, but yeah, mate, loving it. Yeah.
Good. Well, following on from that, there is COVID rules in Wales. How is it affecting rugby?
As far as I know, mate, it's not affecting it too much. Still gonna have games and stuff. Training's gonna be changed. I think we're gonna have much smaller groups and stuff like that. So apart from that, not too much, I don't think, as far as I know.
Good. Now, as we're starting back up next week, little chat with studies. How are you finding going back to uni?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, in a good place after the end of last term with my studies. Managed to get a lot of work done over the Christmas holiday, or beforehand as well. So yeah, got a few assessments to do now, but yeah, mate, yeah, not too bad.
How badly has COVID affected your studies this year compared to last year? Because last year was just...
Yeah, no, mate, completely different. Being able to have the on-campus teaching and all of that sort of thing, and face-to-face contact is so much easier than obviously having online stuff. So yeah, no, it's been much easier. Yeah, much easier.
Just touching back up onto the rugby. Do you know when your next game is, or has there not been any fixtures yet?
I couldn't. Well, I know the fixture list, but I couldn't tell you when or if it would be on. I would hope so. I mean, there's a couple of games going ahead, so fingers crossed that the backs will still be able to be sorted out and everything like that.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Has it affected, COVID, has it affected rugby since being in Met? Because obviously
last year was a bit of a nightmare, mate. Yeah, no, we didn't really play any games last year. It was just a lot of training in the first term, and then sort of all got blown away in January in that second fire break. So yeah, no, I mean it kick-started a little bit this year, which is nice, but obviously going back into restrictions, we don't know what will happen. But yeah, so much better this year than it was last year, to be fair.
That's good news. Well, there we are. There's all the questions on. Thank you for coming on today and enjoy the rest of the year. It's another challenge done and dusted. I think I went quite well. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Make sure to drop a like. Make sure, if you don't like it, then dislike it. Hope you liked it. Anyways, see you in the next video. Ta-da.